everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Ginger Pierce, and I'm a travel advisor with Marvelous Mouse Travels. I also recently took over as the YouTube channel manager. And if you have been following our channel recently, then you know that we are in the middle of our Marvelous Mouse Madness Bracket Tournament, where we are trying to choose the best Walt Disney World Resort Hotel restaurant. And we are here to reveal today the results of our Elite Eight. And so to help me do that is my husband, Evan. He's going to hop on screen.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, and he's going to help reveal our bracket, and we'll talk about the margins of victory and all of that fun stuff. So let's jump right into it on this Easter weekend.
All righty. Well, in the Elite Eight, our first matchup was Boatwrights, which is located at it's the only moderate level resort left on the almost said menu on the bracket, and it was going up against it's at Port Orleans Riverside. It's going up against Chef Mickey's at Disney's Contemporary Resort, and Chef Mickey's won, and it wasn't very close. It was 71% to 29%. No surprise there, in my opinion.
No, I totally agree. Chef Mickey's is beloved. It's probably one of the most iconic character meals at Disney World. So not super surprised to see that one take down Boatwrights.
So our first Final Four contestant is Chef Mickey's, and it will be facing the winner of California Grill and Ohana. Just a powerhouse matchup there.
Mm-hmm.
And Ohana did win, and it was pretty close. It was 66% to 34%, pretty close. So I expected that out of that matchup. That was a really tough matchup. And so right off the bat, the first Final Four matchup is a Monorail Resort matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we talked about this on the last live show that we felt like Ohana and California Grill would have been an awesome championship matchup. So it's unfortunate that just luck of the draw, they ended up in the same region. But Ohana and California Grill are both excellent restaurants, but I'm not surprised either to see Ohana take it, just because, you know, I think it is a little bit more beloved among the crowd at large. Although for me personally, my favorite of those two is California Grill. So I'm a little bit sad to see that one lose, but I do understand the love for Ohana too.
Yeah, I voted for California Grill on that one as well. So I was in the 34% on that one. So Boma and Topolino's Terrace, we got Animal Kingdom Lodge with Boma and Topolino's Terrace at Disney's Riviera Resort. And Topolino's won. And it was also pretty close. It was 67% to 33%. Very good matchup there.
Absolutely. And Topolino's is one of my favorite locations. So happy to see this one move on to the Final Four.
And then our last Final Four contestant, we had Storybook Dining at Artist Point, which is at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, going up against 1900 Park Fair, which is at the Grand Floridian Resort. If 1900 Park Fair wins, that means 3 of the Final Four would be Monorail Resort restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
But Storybook Dining won, and it was also very close, 66% to 34%. Same margin of victory as Ohana over California Grill.
Absolutely. And it's still a Magic Kingdom area resort. So it's not on the monorail, but it is in that same area. So really the only one that's not in the Magic Kingdom area is Topolino's. And that's in the Epcot area. Technically, it's really more a Skyliner resort, in my opinion.
So as you look at these matchups, here's our Final Four. The people that the restaurants that you voted to be the Final Four in the Best Disney World Resort Restaurant Championship tournament here. So we have 3 Magic Kingdom area resorts. The first matchup will be of 2 of those Magic Kingdom area resorts. Chef Mickey's going up against Ohana. The other matchup will be Topolino's Terrace going up against Storybook Dining. And if you'll notice, 3 of the 4 are character meals for at least breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Actually, all of them are character meals for at least breakfast.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You're right. You're exactly right. Yep. So Chef Mickey's and Storybook Dining are character meals all day long. Ohana and Topolino's Terrace are character meals for breakfast. Mm-hmm. So all 4, wow, that's really something. So all 4 Final Four contestants are character meals.
Yeah.
So I think we see what people really love at Disney World.
Absolutely. And so, just to give a little bit of information about how voting is going to work, typically the way we've been doing this is we would reveal results, we would vote the next day, and then we would reveal those. But with tomorrow being Easter Sunday, we're going to take the day off in observance of that. So we will be voting on the final four matchups on Monday, which would be April 1st. And then we will be revealing those results Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, again, live on this channel. So thank you so much for all of you who have been paying attention to this, who have been interacting with it in our stories, and who have also been watching us live. To vote, if this is your first time voting, you will do that over in the stories on both Facebook and Instagram on the Marvelous Mouse Travels main accounts. So if you're not following Marvelous Mouse Travels on Facebook and Instagram, make sure that you go do that. And also make sure, if you're not subscribed to our channel yet, that you do subscribe so that you get notifications when we go live again. And our next live results show will be Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we really look forward to voting with you on Monday.
So just in case you're new to the channel or to Marvelous Mouse Travels, the handle is at Marvelous Mouse Travels on Instagram, where you can find these. Ginger, since this is the final four, can you just remind everybody one more time what the criteria are when people are voting?
Yes. So obviously we're going to be thinking about food. We're going to be thinking about atmosphere or experience. We're also going to be thinking about value, what you get for your money. And we're going to be thinking about location. How easily accessible are these restaurants? So keep those four criteria in mind as you're making your choices. Obviously, location is very similar for a lot of them because 3 of them are in the same area, but 2 are on the monorail, 2 are not. 1 is on the Skyliner, Wilderness Lodge. You're looking at a boat ride or a bus to get over there. So keep those things in mind as you're voting as well. But did you want to add something?
Yeah, I want to ask you, who you voting for?
Oh, okay. So let me think about this. Okay, so Chef Mickey versus Ohana. I realize this is probably not the way that this will go or the way that most people will vote but I will probably vote for Chef Mickey. And that is just because I have a tropical fruits allergy. So I can't have pineapple, banana, anything like that. And obviously at the Polynesian, that doesn't work super great.
Yeah.
So, Ohana is not a place that I personally frequent just because I have food allergies and I'm, just extra careful and observant about that. So for me, Chef Mickey's is a safer choice. And so by, extension of that, it's the restaurant I've been to more often and the one, that I personally would choose. So I will vote Chef Mickey, although I do think that, Ohana is a great restaurant. Love its atmosphere. Love the characters that are there at breakfast. A lot of love for Ohana. I just can't eat a lot of their food. And between Topolino's and Storybook, oh my goodness, this one's,
no.
I don't know. I guess. Go ahead and tell me what you're thinking.
Here's what I'm going to vote.
Okay.
So between Chef Mickey's and Ohana, if it were Chef Mickey's when they were in COVID protocol and it was family service, then I would do Chef Mickey's because that food was good.
It was really good.
I don't think it's as good now that it's gone back to the buffet, but I mean, it's still good, but it's not as good. It is fantastic characters. But so because of that, and you do get characters at breakfast at Ohana, and you can see the castle from Ohana, I'm going to go with Ohana on that one. Topolino's and Storybook, this one is incredibly difficult. But since Storybook is a character meal all day long, and it is a whole, not even just a character meal, it is a character experience.
It is.
So because of that, and because the best entree I've ever had at Disney World was there, I'm going to go with Storybook Dining in that one.
Gotcha. After having thought it over for just a couple minutes while Evan was going over his, I think I might vote Topolino's by just a hair. And that's just because even though it's not characters at dinner, I just love the food there and I love the vibe of that restaurant and I love the views from that restaurant. So I just really enjoy the atmosphere of Topolino's. Plus I think they have great food and I just love the Riviera. It's one of my favorite resorts. So I think I got to go with that one.
The views definitely favor Topolino's on that one for sure.
Absolutely.
And really, you could even make the case that accessibility favors Topolino's because it's on the Skyliner.
Right. It's a little bit easier to get to from a lot of different resorts and parks. So it's interesting that Evan and I are voting total opposites here. I'm picking Chef Mickey. He's picking Ohana. I'm picking Topolino's. He's picking Story Bay. And that just goes to show that really there's not a bad choice out of these four. I mean, they're all
Totally
great
agree.
restaurants. It's totally just comes down to personal preference. So I'm excited to see where most of you fall. And we will find out again Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern live on this channel. And we will not be voting tomorrow. We will be voting on Monday, April 1st in the stories on the Marvelous Mouse Travels Facebook and Instagram accounts. But thank you all so much for watching with us and giving up part of your Saturday afternoon. We hope you have a wonderful holiday weekend, and we will see you again on Tuesday night. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.